Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have had a good start to the week so far. I know this last weekend was a lot of fun. The drive back was, drive back is a drive back. You know, but I was at my cousin's wedding this past Saturday. I did a video talking a little bit about that and how much fun that was, and got to meet a new cousin that we didn't know we had until about four months ago. And you know, the story behind that is definitely intriguing. But it was very awesome to meet her and her husband, and it was just an awesome time. Gorgeous weather too. It was fabulous. And you know, so yeah, there's a video on the channel, obviously, talking a little bit about that. And but this one I wanted to talk a little bit about, like, where I've gotten my jerseys from, because I've gotten my jerseys from a bunch of different places. But before I get into that, if you are new to the channel and you love hockey, if you're new to hockey in general and you love the sport, just like I do, it would be absolutely awesome and greatly would be appreciated if you would hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, you can tap the little bell, and it will notify you anytime future videos are uploaded. So we all have our places where we get our jerseys from. And, like I got this one. Where did I get this one from? Oh yeah, I got this from one of the places up here on the board back here. Now I have it kind of listed in one column is most of where I get most of my jerseys now, and then the other column is where I have gotten jerseys from in the past. And I'm talking old stores that unfortunately aren't around anymore. Hell, an old sports store that I used to get a lot of when I first started my collection. That is back here. So, but we all have our places where we get our jerseys from. Now, most of us, or at least for me right now, I figure I'd start where I get my collection from currently. So, one of the places I get my jerseys from currently is SportsK, sportsk.com. That's where I got this from. I got a number of jerseys from sportsk.com. I still get a number of jerseys from sportsk.com. It is literally one of my go-to places to get hockey jerseys at. And it's a phenomenal site. They're, really pretty decent prices, and just real nice to go through. No real hassle or anything. Even if you send an email, they're pretty prompt in getting back to you, and they're a fantastic site. Most of my vintage jerseys, like these ones, like a lot of my CCMs, a lot of my vintage CCMs, a lot of them are from there. And it's a fantastic site. Another site that I obviously have gone through, that I think we've all gone through, we've all gone through the shop.nhl.com. I refuse to say Fanatics, even though they're run by Fanatics. Fanatics, yeah, no. I'll just, the NHL shop. That's where I go. I don't type in fanatics.com. I go into the NHL shop, and that's where I get a lot of my stuff from. So I know there were a number of reverse retro 1.0s that I was able to get through there, because I wasn't able to get them anywhere else. So the NHL shop, they're, unfortunately you're paying full price, but there's a lot of things you can get there. I mean, you can get jerseys, you can get hats, you can get, you know, a whole ton of different things. T-shirts, you know, towels. I mean, you name it, they have it there. But again, you're paying full price. Where with Sports K, especially with jerseys, you're not paying what the NHL site is charging, which is good. It's another reason why I like them. Why I like Sports K. So yeah, NHL, shop.nhl.com. I've gotten jerseys from, and I mean I know there's at least one, maybe two that I might have to get through there potentially, because Sports K doesn't have them, and the one of the other big places that I go through, he doesn't have them either. So I'll have to look at that once we get closer to the season. But another place I go, Cool Hockey. I've gotten the Cool Hockey mystery boxes. The Cool Hockey mystery boxes are fun, even though every jersey I've gotten from there I already have or already have had, but you know, it's still fun. You know, it's again, it's the mystery box. You don't know what you're gonna get, so it's kind of a it's a surprise, you know. And I know one of the last mystery boxes I got, even though I already have the Nashville Predators Reverse Retro 2.0, even though I have that one already, I got one of those in a mystery box with Roman Josi, the captain, on it. And I was like, cool. I really was like, I had no problem getting that one. I was like, that's cool. And it was customized nice. That's the other cool thing. It was customized nice. It wasn't that one layer friggin' vinyl garbage, and I was very, very pleased with it. And again, you know, and every now and then Cool Hockey has those mystery box deals. They're very neat. And you know, sometimes they can be a little expensive, but sometimes, you know, they give a deal like it's, you know, like one of the last ones they did. That's how I snagged two of them. I was gonna try and get three, but it wouldn't let me get three of them in my size, because I think the deal was you get one. If you got one, it was $150 a piece, or you get one, it was $150. If you bought two, each one would be $125. So basically, you get two jerseys for $250. Or if you did three of them, it would be $100 a piece. So you'd be getting three jerseys for $300. Now you know why I tried to get three of them. But it wouldn't let me, so I had to settle for the two. And I got my Roman Josi jersey through there, and it was really good. And so yeah, Cool Hockey is relatively decent place. I mean, you know, I've seen some mistakes that they've made, but you know, I've never had any issue with I've never had really any issue with that. So yeah, Cool Hockey is a really, really good place. The main place that I go through, the main guy, the man, the myth, the legend, Ben H Sports. I love his site. Absolutely love his site. He's so easy to, he's such a good dude. You know, so easy to deal with. You know, you go and you find a jersey through him. You go, you look on his page. If you find a jersey that you like, you just, you know, instead of going through the eBay page, you email him directly. He can he basically saves you the money that you would spend through the eBay fees. Yeah, you don't have to worry about spending that because he saves you that money. He doesn't charge you those fees, and it roughly turns into about a 10% savings, and it's awesome. His prices are really, are really pretty good. Really pretty good. They're very similar on par with Sports K. Some of them actually are a little better than Sports K. So, Ben is a fantastic guy to go through, and I mean, he's just a nice guy, So if you're looking for a jersey, he's also on Rebound. That's another one I should put on here. Here, we'll just do it this way. We'll put. Leave it to me to forget one. There's always one that I forget. And this one I can put with Ben. I can put this one next to Ben because Ben is on Rebound. He's on Rebound jersey, so you can get it through his eBay page, or you can go through Rebound. You can look on reboundjerseys.com. He's got a lot of his jerseys that he has in his eBay page. He has there too. And again, really, really good deals. So, check out his eBay page, or you can check him out on Rebound. They have a search thing, so if you're on Rebound jerseys, you can probably type in Ben H Sports, and his listings will come up. So yeah, great guy to go through. Guarantee I will be going through him a number of times again this season, because this is the last season of Adidas, and we don't know what Fanatics is going to bring. I'm not confident. I really wish I was, but I'm not. But so yeah, Ben's gonna definitely be getting a good chunk of business again from me this upcoming season. So yeah, go give his page a look. Check him out too on Rebound. Great guy to go through. Other places, NHL team stores. I've had to go through team stores to get some stuff. I remember my Vegas Golden Knights Reverse Retro 1.0. I had to go through the Vegas team store, not the NHL store, their team store, their actual team store, their website that they have. They had it. They had a size 60 in the Reverse Retro 1.0, and of course it's it's the team stores. You're gonna pay full price, but if you really want it, sometimes you got to bite that bullet. I did. I've gone through the team store to get a few things. I might have to do something similar with a couple other teams that unfortunately Sports K nor Ben have. They're both out of them at least in my size. So I'll probably have to go through their particular team stores. And you can get some good stuff through the team stores. They're not, it's not horrible. But again, the team stores, you're not really going to be getting any kind of sales or any deals. But, not a bad place to look in general, and not the NHL, not the team stores through the NHL site. Actually type in whatever team you're looking for and put team store next to it and scroll through. You'll find their team store. You'll find whatever team store you're looking for. So don't be afraid. Check out the team stores. If some of these other places that you're looking for stuff doesn't have them, give a look at the team stores. They might. So that is mainly where I've gotten my jerseys from currently. Now I want to look at where I've gotten jerseys from in the past, like a number of years back. Ice Jerseys, good site. I think they're now called sportbuffshop.com. I think they are now. But I haven't gotten anything through Sports Buff, but ice jerseys, I jumped on a lot of jerseys from there, a lot of them. They were a very, very good site, very good site, and I have not looked recently at Sports Buff. I think it's sportsbuffshop.com. I think. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But Ice Jerseys was a fantastic site. Really, really nice, really, really good site. Another site, I haven't gone through these guys in a while, and I think they're still around. River City Sports. River City Sports is, I believe they're based out of Winnipeg. And I got a number of jerseys through them too. I remember they were the first place that I had seen where you could get the Stanley Cup patches. The Stanley Cup final patches, you have put on here. This was before, this was a number of years before they even started making them through, or making them available for purchase. I was able to find, like my Minnesota North Star jersey I have back here that has the 1991 finals patch on it. I found that at River City Sports. They had them all, and I remember when I first got their catalog, and yes, I had a subscription to their catalog. So I used to get the catalog every, I think they came out with a different catalog like two or every couple of years or whatever. Somewhere I have those old catalogs. But yeah. They were the first site that I found that had the old finals patches because I wanted a lot of those. And when the vintage jerseys first started coming out, when I got my 1991 North Star jersey, that's the one I wanted to find. I wanted to find somewhere that had the 1991 finals patch because I wanted to get that put on there. River City Sports was where I found that at. And I found a whole bunch of different patches. And they had a whole bunch of different patches. I think they might still. But now, basically, everybody's selling the patches now. Sports K has them. The NHL shop has them. A lot of the team stores have different patches. So they're more widely available than they were, 10 plus years ago? They didn't sell the patches, really. Sports K was the first, or not Sports K, River City Sports was the first sports store that I saw that sold those patches. And it was awesome. I have not looked them up recently. I should, just to see if they're still around. But yeah, they were a fabulous site to go through. And again, the awesome thing that they had the old finals patches. So yeah, that was a great place to go through. The early part of my collecting career, and this also I guess could go. Well, no, I'll skip that one for right now. I'll go to the one beneath it. Pro Image at Mall of America. Now, Pro Image is the name that they are now. They were, or at least the space that they're located in Mall of America, it used to be another sport shop where you could get football, basketball, baseball, hockey jerseys, all that stuff. When the vintage collection first started coming out, that's where I was able to get those through. And this was during a time when you could go into the store and they would special order a jersey for you. This was before the whole, you have to have an X amount that you have to order before we'll send any. This was, you could do this. You could go in there and say, I want such and such team. I'm looking for it in this size. And they would They would go, they would put in an order for it, and you wait like a week. They call you when it comes in. You go and you pick it up. You go in, you pay for it, you pick it up. I loved how they did that. That was such a cool thing to do. And a lot of my original vintage jerseys, I got that way. And it was cool. It was really cool. And again, it just, for the life of me, it just, I cannot remember the name of the store. And of course, it's one of those, it's sport. It was sports something. I can't remember the rest of it. But Pro Image is in that location. Pro Image has a lot of they have football, baseball, basketball, hockey jerseys. Unfortunately, when it comes to the hockey jerseys, they have a ton of the Fanatics ones. And Pro Image, I mean, again, they're a store. You're not really going to get a lot of decent price, decent deals out of there. But I mean, they have everything. I mean, you can get hats there. I saw a couple of really nice NHL style Mitchell and Ness hats that were pretty nice. The problem is they had that flat brim on it. The kind of brim where even if you try to mold it or whatever, it's gonna look all wonky. So I didn't get any hats from there, but that's a cool store. That's a pretty cool store too. And and that's in the Mall of America. That's on the second floor at Mall of America. I definitely enjoy going in there. I definitely enjoy going in there and perusing and looking around. Me in a store that sells hockey jerseys. Gee, that doesn't get me going like ooh. And the last one, these two can kind of go hand in hand, because this is when I was in high school, starting out my collection, my freshman year in high school. Sports City. It was a store in the West Acres Mall in Fargo. The owner was just awesome dude. Awesome guy. And the interesting thing, when I went back to Fargo for my 20-year high school reunion in 2016, it was still there. It was still there. And I thought, holy cow. I walked in. I went and I walked in the entrance that I just happened to walk in on. I go and I walk over there, and there it is. It's like right there. Because they'd always been in the same. They literally, I think they had moved a couple of different times, but they were always on the same end of the mall. And the fact that it was still there, and I was just like, oh my God, after all that time. Hopefully, I don't know, in 2023, I don't know if they're still there, but it was awesome to see that they were still there as of 2016. I used to get, again, back when you could order, you could go in and you could special order a jersey for them. You wouldn't need a certain quantity. That place was fantastic. And this was back to when I first started collecting jerseys. You could get a decent hockey jersey for $60, $70. Like some of the original jerseys that I have. They were like $60. And they were so nice. It was I mean, we only wish we could get the jerseys at $60 nowadays. But, I mean, we're talking the early 1990s. So, you didn't have the big deals like, I mean, people would think, no, you spend $60 on a jersey. Oh, it's a fake. It's potentially a fake. You know? But Sports City in West Acres, that was a fantastic place. And the other one, and this kind of goes hand in hand with Sports City, and even like River City Sports. My mom. My mom was a big reason why my collection started growing as it did. Because I was in high school, didn't have a whole lot of money, couldn't just go out and willy-nilly buy hockey jerseys. So my collection started basically would be through my mom. Birthday presents, Christmas presents. It's when I was only maybe able to get 2 of them a year. And she was, and there were I think other places that she had probably gone through that I didn't know about, because it's not like, when she would get something for me for my birthday or for Christmas, she wouldn't tell me where she got it from. Although I do know a lot of them she went through Sports City. And, which actually, I believe, if I look at these original ones here, sure. Okay, now this one I know this one did not come through Sports City. I cannot remember exactly where this one came from. But that one showed up 2 days after my birthday when I blew my knee in gym class. So if there was one thing that kind of made me feel a little bit better after, having my leg in an immobilizer and not being able to walk or anything, at least this was there. This one she might have gotten through Sports City. I'm not entirely sure, but she might have gotten that one through Sports City. This one I know she did. And of course, this one you guys have seen this one before. This is the jersey that I'm wearing in my senior high school class picture. So those are 3 that my mom was a big help on. She was a big help on basically all of my early jerseys. And every birthday or Christmas, it'd come time, and she'd kind of ask me, which one you looking for? Which jersey are you looking for now? And, I would go and kind of tell her, and how I first started collecting jerseys. I wanted to get one jersey for every team. Now, mind you, I had this thought of getting one jersey for every team when there were 22 teams, and then became 24 when Tampa and Ottawa came in. One jersey for each team. It seemed kind of a daunting task, especially as they kept expanding. I kept thinking, wow, me getting one jersey for every team, that's not going to be an easy task, is it? Because more teams keep getting added. But I finally got there. I think it was in the early 2000s. Might have been like 2002, 2003, somewhere in there. Back when I had a head of hair. And I think there is a picture somewhere of me holding the jersey that completed my one jersey for each team collection. There is a picture somewhere. I don't remember where those pictures are. I cannot remember right offhand, but there is a picture of me opening it, and the look on my face, I was just, and my big head of hair. So yeah, my mom was a big reason as to why I was able to start amassing the jerseys that I started collecting with that I still have. And, you know, I mean, like I said, these jerseys here, especially these two, Tampa Bay and Ottawa. This I got for my birthday present in 1992, and this was Christmas. These were the expansion teams in 1992-93. And you can tell. I mean, they're, you know, not too bad. Not too bad for being, you know, being 31 years old these jerseys are. So, you know, and of course, you know, CCMs, of course, because CCM was the bomb. You know, when it come to jerseys, they still are. Of course, the CCMs, they just kind of printed it on there with a paint or whatever. As you can see, you know, years of washing, it kind of washes off. Same with this one. You know, it's kind of washed off. But for jerseys that are that old, CCMs, they last a long time. And I was a little smaller. I can't fit into these anymore. I cannot fit into these anymore. These are both adult larges. So, yeah, I can't fit into those anymore. And I know some people are like, well, you know, why don't you get rid of them? As to then I say, are you high? Like, why in the world would I get rid of them? That would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. But that's where a good majority of my jerseys have come from. That come from currently and have come from in the past. And of course, you know, always got to give a shout out to every, you know, we all have moms. And you know, my mom was a big proponent in my early collection, my early jersey collection. Without her and getting those birthday and Christmas presents over the next, like, basically 10 years, who knows where my collection would be. I might not have anywhere near what I have. And I'm very, very grateful for that. And yeah, so, you know, I'd love to know what you guys think. Have any of you guys started when you guys started jersey collecting, you know, did you have to go start kind of a similar way, you know, through your parent, through either your parents or parent? I'd love to know what you guys think. Where are some of your guys' favorite places that you guys have either gotten jerseys from in the past, or, you know, some of your favorite places that you get jerseys now? I'd love to know what you guys think. Again, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hopefully, you know, you're able to get all the way to the end, being, you know, it's 34 minutes long. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. Again, if you want to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, you can hit the little bell and you'd be notified anytime future videos are uploaded. And again, you know, hopefully you were able to get all the way through. If you were able to get all the way through, throw a little saying in the comments section, and throw out. Trying to think of a phrase that if you get all the way through, say Stanley Cup at the end in the comments if you're able to get all the way through. And again, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, you know, where have you guys gotten your jerseys from in the past? Where do you get them now? I'd love to know. Again, hit like and subscribe. Hit the little bell too to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, as we're almost 35 minutes in. And again, if you got all the way to the end of the video, Say Stanley Cup in the comments. I will see you guys later.